Welcome to the Mythbusters After Show. This episode is about down and dirty. First question. This season you've done epic things like Jado and then at the other end of the spectrum, bacteria stories. Do you get a kick out of doing both?
Absolutely. Actually, the range of the shows that we do is always one of the best parts of this job. And we love the bacteria one specifically because we feel like it's an interesting challenge to make exciting television out of the smallest things imaginable growing. And, we always find out interesting stuff.
Whoa, gross.
Yeah, I love being able to weld some massive steel structure and then pick up a sewing machine and do something with that, or then move on to, stitching Frankenstein hands out of chicken parts. You know, it's all over the place. It's great. Next question. Did you know that the concept of dryer versus towel has been discussed on the Big Bang Theory?
Yes, we did know about the towel versus dryer showing up on Big Bang Theory. We love that show. We were hoping, actually, to get Sheldon on the show to pitch the idea to us, but we weren't able to.
Next question. Can you clarify, given that soap kills bacteria, isn't this whole concept wrong? Well,
no.
yeah, no, we understand the concern there,
but a lot of people don't wash their hands with soap. I think we covered that.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people don't wash their hands with soap. I have been guilty of that in the past.
Yeah, in a perfect world, yes, they wash their hands with soap. It's not an issue. This is for those people that don't do that.
Which is most of you. Come on, admit it.
Next question. How come it was safe to put E. coli on people's hands? We also dealt with that, and
yes.
This was a harmless strain of E. coli. There are many different types.
Many different types.
Yeah, and this was one that was, it was engineered to be perfectly safe. Next question.
Yeah.
This gave a really interesting result, but do you think it was peer pressure that stopped people drying their hands for very long with a dryer? In real life, people do wait until their hands are dry.
I'm not so sure that's correct. We asked people to dry their hands for however long they would normally dry it in the bathroom. Now, if the presence of our camera crew and us had some effect, well, it had the same effect on everybody. So we're looking at what is still a comparable result between the two methods.
Yeah, it's a relative comparison. And also, my impression actually looking at what people do in public restrooms, which is pretty much what this is about, is they don't really like hanging out in there too much, unless it's a women's restroom and they have the couch and all that kind of stuff. But
what is up with that couch thing in the ladies' room?
Yeah.
We are taking a break from our regularly scheduled programming in the men's room to visit the ladies' room, where we discovered, to our astonishment, not one or two, but 3 freaking couches in this joint. Now I know why they always go to the bathroom together.
In a men's room is like they go and they do their business and they get out, and so you get to where your hands are not dripping anymore at best.
And then you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So we don't think that was a factor, and even if it was a factor, it was a consistent factor across all of our tests. Thus, because we're comparing like with like under the similar circumstances, we considered that it's not affecting the outcome.
Next question.
Okay.
I've always used stall 1, and I can confirm that it's definitely the cleanest. How can you confirm that? Did you swab it like we do? Did you run a control?
Does it have the least graffiti? Remember, folks, that the plural of anecdote is not evidence.
Next question. Was it hard to get permission to film in a toilet?
Oh, criminy, it was so difficult. Well, we talk about it as a show. The finding of the bathroom took us weeks, and poor John Hunt, who managed the finding of the bathroom, called hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of places. We had to find one that fit our criteria of enough stalls, but also would allow us to film there and not be so noisy that we couldn't film there. We had some control, et cetera, et cetera. All of that led to just a very, very difficult wild goose chase for him.
And we actually didn't ask for permission to film in a toilet. We asked for permission to film in a bathroom or a washroom.
To be exact, yes.
Yes. Next question. Who cleans the toilets at M5? We hire somebody to do that.
Yes, we have a cleaning service that comes in and does that. It's not one of us.
Yeah, they also...
I don't know what they're implying by the question.
Yeah,
Seem to have some agenda.
I mean, I wouldn't have anything, you know.
I clean the bathrooms in my house.
Yeah, so do I. I wouldn't have any problem with cleaning the bathrooms, but we just are kept very busy, so we do other things. Last question. Do either of you ever sit down to pee? Yeah.
Sure, occasionally, if I'm dizzy. You know, you try and mix everything up here and there.
Yeah, there's, you know, just because you can stand up and pee all over the floor doesn't mean that you have to.
What, do you pee all over the floor when you stand up?
Well, it's more likely, isn't it?
It's a pretty uncommon occurrence for me.
Well,
More
I'm not saying that it's a common occurrence for me either, but you know, it's like it apparently is a common occurrence in restrooms, judging by what I
God,
see.
it totally is a common occurrence in restrooms now. I see you're right.
And so if you sit down, you know, it's like going to be less likely for that to happen.
Maybe that's why the ladies' room is so much cleaner. Maybe that's why they get a couch.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, just sit down. Try it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not like you're wearing a dress or something. I mean, not that there's anything wrong.
There's nothing wrong with that either. There's plenty of utility-kilts. You know, I think we should just leave this one out. All right. Thanks for joining us for the Mythbusters After Show. This has been Down and Dirty. See you next time.
That was a nice one.
That was very good.